arrival of the official party, the invocation, and the playing of the national anthem. Chaplain Parsons will now give the invocation.
I invite you to pray along with me this morning. Heavenly Father, the moment of graduation is here, and we ask you to share it with us. We thank you for all the things that have made this day and this recognition a reality, for the splendid minds and abilities of these graduating nurses, for the enthusiasm and dedication of the faculty, for the helpfulness and concern of the staff. We give you thanks. We pray that what has been absorbed in this time of training may help these soldiers to maintain the flexibility and creativity which their jobs will demand. Lord, bless the William Beaumont Command, the hospital staff, the instructors and students today, and the families. Be present now and bless each one of us on this very happy occasion. Amen.
Please take your seats. Please rise for the national anthem. Now you may take your seats. I'd like to introduce the official party. Lieutenant Colonel Ruth Timms, Program Director of the U.S. Army Practical Nurse Course, Phase 2 of William Beaumont Army Medical Center. Sergeant First Class Patrick Walters, today's guest speaker, and the NCOIC of 70s of William Beaumont Army Medical Center. Sergeant First Class Victor Contreras, the NCOIC of the U.S. Army Practical Nurse Course, Phase 2 of William Beaumont Army Medical Center. At this time, Lieutenant Colonel Timms will now give opening remarks.
Colonel Highline, Colonel Takahashi, Commanders, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us in celebrating the graduation of Class 1203. William Beaumont staff, thank you for all you've done in making this day a success. And over the last months, all the support that you've provided for our students, we couldn't do it without you. Family members and friends, without your support, you wouldn't be sitting here today. I would also like to thank all of the instructors of the PNC for all their hard work and dedication, your long hours, and everything that you do each day. Captain Wallenfels, this will be Captain Wallenfels' last time he's going to be the narrator for this for any graduation, and he's done several and he's done an excellent job. Ladies and gentlemen, directly before you is seated the graduating class 1203. 48 weeks is a long time. A lot has happened since this class arrived last March. Not everyone made it to graduation. It's a tough road, and many can say it's uphill the whole way. But those seated here today have succeeded. As most of you know, before they can practice as licensed vocational nurses, each student has to take a licensing examination. I am proud to tell you today that they have achieved 100% first-time pass rate, and I would like to take this opportunity to ask you to give them a round of applause. I am honored to have the opportunity to present to you the graduating class 1203. Today's guest speaker is Sergeant First Class Walters. I regretfully say that former PNC instructor and class advisor. His experience and humor were a valuable asset that we hated to lose. He was selected by class 1203 to be today's guest speaker, and I think they've made an excellent choice. Please welcome Sergeant Walters.
Good morning, Colonel Heimel, Sergeant Major Sears, Colonel Takahashi, Master Sergeant Cortez, Colonel Johnson, Colonel Ellis, First Sergeant Warnack, and Captain Weber. Distinguished guests, family, friends, welcome, and thank you for joining Class 1203 on this joyous event. All right. And to Class 1203. Check it out. You made it. Good job. All right. So, through blood, sweat, and tears, literally, all right, you prove that you have what it takes to be called a 68 Whiskey Mike 6. And I say 68 Whiskey Mike 6, not LPN, not LVN, because you're so much more. You've been trained to do so much more. Not only will you be called upon to provide the best possible care to patients in a hospital setting like Beaumont, where you have air conditioning, electricity, running water, and all the support you can imagine. You may also be called upon to provide care to patients in some of the most inhospitable environments in the world. You may not have air conditioning, electricity, running water, or even a proper roof over your head or a bed under your patient. I am confident that every one of you sitting here today possesses the knowledge and the skills necessary to ensure your patients receive the best medical care in the world. And I would be proud to stand next to any of you in any environment and call ourselves 68 Whiskey Mike 6s. It is my honor and my pleasure to serve as your class advisor and your instructor. As I look back on our time together, I came to the conclusion that over the course of the last 10 months, the student became the teacher. Through the various conversations and events that have taken place between us, I have learned valuable lessons in leadership, mentorship, compassion, and even nursing that I will value and cherish for the rest of my life. And I will take those lessons to my future soldiers. Thank you for those lessons. I also tried to come up with some words of encouragement or wisdom that I could leave with you today. However, I think I've taught you everything I know. I think I've given you all the words of wisdom I can give you, except for one thing. Never stop learning. Do not be content with where you are today. By graduating from this course, you have unlocked an unlimited amount of doors and opportunities to better your lives and the lives of those that you touch. Use this course and this licensure as a stepping stone to the next big thing in your life. And when you get there, keep going. Take the next step and continue to strive to do bigger and better things. I know personally that all of you possess an unimaginable potential to do anything you put your mind to. I would tell you that the sky is the limit, but there's footsteps on the moon. So, in conclusion, I would like to read to you a book by one of my favorite doctors. All right, this has been described as a wonderfully wise and blessedly brief graduation speech by the one and only Dr. Seuss. I'm going to step over here to the class, a little personal. It's called All the Places You Will Go. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in the direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the guy who decides where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's open there, in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen, and frequently do, to people as brainy. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar out the heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang, and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in the lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun, but slumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and your shin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker upper to make up your mind. You can get so confused that you'll start into race down long wiggled roads that threaten your kids, and drive out for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most unpleasant place, the waiting place. For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for a wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or perhaps waiting for the Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil, or a better break, or a string of pearls, or a pair of pants, or a wig with curls, or another chance. Everyone is just waiting. No, that's not for you. Somehow you'll escape all that waiting and staying. You'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing. With banners are clapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Ready because you're that kind of guy. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you on TV. Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you're playing against two. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone is something you'll meet on a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your face. There are some down the road between hither and yon that scare you so much you won't until you won't. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though your enemies prowl. On you will go, though the happen cracks high. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your friends may get sore and your sneakers may leak. And on you will hike, and I know you will hike far, and face out their problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds. So be sure when you step with great care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous in depth, and never until you right. And you will succeed. Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid within the mountain. So, be your name Bucksbaum or Bigsby or Bray, or Mordecai, Ali, Von, Colin, or Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So, honey badgers, get on your way.
Thank you, Sergeant First Class Walters, for those inspiring words. In 1950, the Surgeon General directed the establishment course of practical nursing for U.S. Army enlisted personnel. The first course began in October of 1950. A practical nurse course was established at Beaumont Army Medical Center in 1966. In 2004, the course evolved into a 3-phase course which consisted of an 8-week Phase 1 taught at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, a 30-week Phase 2, and a 6-week Phase 3 taught at selected medicine sites. In 2009, the course became a 48-week 2-phase course. The U.S. Army Practical Nurse course is one of the longest schools in the Army. These soldiers attended 8 weeks of Phase 1 training at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, beginning in January 2012, and completed 44 weeks of Phase 2 in William Beaumont Army Medical Center. We are proud to be one of 5 sites of the Army sponsoring Phase 2 education and training of practical nurse students and carrying on the tradition of our motto, service through knowledge. Parents and guests are welcome to come up and take photos of the graduates during the ceremony. The Undergraduate Award is presented to the top 10% of the students who attain the highest scholastic average. These students must achieve a 93% or higher GPA, have no failures, and no adverse disciplinary actions. These students receive an Army Achievement Medal for their accomplishment. The undergraduate for Class 12-03 is Specialist Angela Cunha, who achieved an overall course average of 94%. The Clinical Excellence Award is given to the student who, in the opinion of the faculty, demonstrated the most outstanding performance in the clinical area. The recipient of this award must be one that has demonstrated astute judgment and meticulous attention to detail. Her outstanding knowledge base, superb nursing skill, and sincere compassion toward her students have made Specialist Lynn A. Benz an ideal choice. The awardee will receive a certificate of achievement. Specialist Benz will also receive the Iron Woman Award, which is given to the female student who attained the highest Army physical fitness score among her classmates, with a minimum of 90 points in each event. By attaining a score of 300, Specialist Benz earned the Iron Woman Award for Class 12-03. She will receive a certificate of achievement for her accomplishments. The Dean's List consists of the top 20% of the graduating class. The following soldiers achieved the Dean's List. These students receive a certificate of achievement for their accomplishment. Specialist Lynn A. Benz, who already received her diploma. Specialist Bradley J. Springer. Specialist Brooklyn N. Wilson. Private First Class Caitlin A. Cross. On top of Also making the Dean's List, Specialist Christopher Mercer will also receive the Faculty Award, which is presented to the student who, in the opinion of the faculty, demonstrated the most personal and professional growth. The recipient will receive a Certificate of Achievement. The Ironman Award is given to the male student who attained the highest Army physical fitness score among his classmates, with a minimum of 90 in each event. By attaining a score of 291, Specialist Ryan B. Bodie earned the Ironman Award for Class 12-03. He is receiving a Certificate of Achievement for his accomplishment. Specialist Bodie will also be receiving the Director's Award, which is given to the student who consistently maintained high military standards in appearance and behavior, set an example to others in displaying the Army values, maintained rapport with all levels of personnel, willingly volunteered his or her services as situations arose, and is selected by the faculty with input from the commander and first sergeant of the student company. Specialist Bodie will receive a Certificate of Achievement. Private First Class Sarah L. Montanez is being presented an Army Achievement Award for her actions as a peer tutor. Peer tutors are an integral factor in student success. Ladies and gentlemen, the remaining members of Class 12-03 will now receive the diplomas. Sergeant Stephen R. Bach. Sergeant Scylla M. Miller-Richards. Sergeant Blanca A. Morales. Sergeant Yvonne Edith E. Ray. Sergeant Colt S. Waddell. Sergeant Joseph B. Wooten. Specialist Harley J. Andro. Specialist Christopher B. Faber. Specialist Kevin K. Blinn. Specialist Jerome L. Cheeks. Specialist Simon Dominique V. DiPriero. Specialist Lindsay N. Grant. Specialist Elizabeth C. Russell. Specialist Erica M. Sanders. Specialist Shaughnessy L. Whitfield. Specialist Christopher L. Willoughby. Private First Class Jasmine N. Hill. Private First Class David M. Hiller. Private First Class Kevin J. O'Brien. Private First Class Anthony P. Thibodeau. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduating class 12-03 of of the U.S. Army Practical Nurse Course. Ladies and gentlemen, the honor graduate class from 12-03, Specialist Angela Acuna.
Good morning, Colonel Heimel, Command Sergeant Major Sear, Lieutenant Colonel Ellis, Command Sergeant Major Coleman, Captain Weber, First Sergeant Warnack, distinguished guests, family, and friends. Thank you for making it to our graduation. It is an honor to have you join us. Today we are gathered to recognize the accomplishments of 28 soldiers, whom over the last year have dedicated our time and lives to becoming Army practical nurses. I would first like to begin by thanking my loved ones, my parents and my twin sister who unfortunately cannot be here today, but who have supported me and given me the strength over the course of this year. To my other half, Isaiah, who truly lifted me up when I was down. My success over the last year would not be possible without their love and support. To family and friends, we thank you for your commitment to us, to our supporting efforts and achievements. I truly believe that our success would not be possible without your support. Today is not only a celebration of our success, but of your commitment to us. Thank you to the PNC staff, junior and senior instructors, who challenge our minds every day and push us in every way possible into becoming Army practical nurses. We also thank you for being our mentors, supporters, and that voice of encouragement when we need it the most. To the junior class, continue to work hard. You are halfway through. Remember what you are here for and do not lose sight of it. I truly wish you all the best. To Charlie Company, we thank you for putting soldiers first and assisting us with our personal and administrative issues. To the staff and patients we have encountered at William Beaumont Army Medical Center, we thank you for providing us with support, encouragement, and memorable clinical experiences. Most of our knowledge was gained through those moments spent in the units at William Beaumont. A year ago, I decided to partake on a journey with my classmates. Our journey began back in Fort Sam Houston for 8 weeks and continued here at William Beaumont for 10 more months. Our day started early in the morning and often ended late studying. On top of the scheduled exams and clinical rotations, we were also assigned tasks that needed to be completed that consisted of 20-page case studies, PowerPoints, nursing care plans, assessments, oral presentations, and NCLEX reviews. Being a soldier did not stop. We spent time maintaining our physical fitness by running the canyon every Monday morning, attending change of command ceremonies, participating in post runs, and pulling duty. Life was another thing that did not slow down for us while we were here. Some of us were away from our families, seeing them only 3 or 4 times a year. Some were with their families, having to carefully balance their time, and some added new members to their families. Some of us encountered losses, including myself, that blinded us momentarily. There were ups and downs, but we all grew from every moment that was thrown our way. I have a quote posted on my desk that reads, "Hard things are put in our way not to stop us, but to bring out our courage and strength. The sacrifices we made and the resiliency and commitment we gave made this journey worthwhile. And now we stand here today recognizing what each and every one of us has accomplished today." One important aspect of nursing that we were taught was how to create nursing care plans and nursing diagnoses. We all became professionals at creating nursing care plans, as each instructor required us to create at least one nursing care plan. A classmate and I came up with a nursing diagnosis tailored specifically to our class. Stress related to practical nurse program, as evidenced by being a nursing student in the Army. Our goal for this diagnosis was to graduate, and our evaluation of this goal is that it was met as we stand here today, and I would like to personally say, 100% of us have passed, so we did a great job. As Army practical nurses, we are taught at an advanced level and held to a high level of standards. We care for wounded soldiers, families of soldiers, veterans, and members of the community. We have learned to become compassionate, knowledgeable, and disciplined professionals. This program has shaped us into becoming excellent nurses. Lastly, I want to recognize my classmates. I would like to especially thank our class leader, Sergeant Waddell, who took on many extra responsibilities while maintaining a level of excellence and professionalism. You truly have led the way, and I thank you for being a great leader and classmate. To the rest of my classmates, it's been a journey I will always remember. I'm proud of you all. I hope that we can continue to advance our careers and strive for excellence. I wish each of you the best in whatever it may be you pursue. Again, thank you all and God bless.
Thank you, Specialist Kuna, for your words and the example that you've set. The Class 12-3 Student Council President, Specialist Harley J. Andro, will now be making a special presentation on behalf of the U.S. Army Practical Nurse Course at William Beaumont Army Medical Center.
On behalf of Class 1203,
Happy Graduates!
I'd like to thank you for everything you've done, Sergeant Walters.
Thank you very much. And to Class 1203, thank you for this gift. I've told many of the cadre plenty of times that the most important thing I ever received out of this course is not how many CWR, it's not the award, it's this right here. When you choose to give me your guide on, and when you say thank you, that's the most important thing to me as an instructor at PNC. So thank you all. Very cool.
On behalf of the graduates, I would like to thank you for attending today's graduation and invite you to the reception upon the conclusion of the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remain standing for the playing of the Army Song and the departure of the official party.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the Army goes rolling along. And it's high, high, hey, the Army's on its way. Count off the days loud and strong. Wherever we go, you will always know that the Army goes rolling along.
This concludes today's ceremony for Class 12-03. Honey Badgers, out.